Welcome back, everyone, to another explainer. All right, let's just be totally honest here. Literally nobody wakes up excited to think about their plumbing, right? But today, we're diving into a hidden household health crisis that affects almost every single one of us. Yep, we are talking about your water heater. We're going to use some fantastic insights from Smart Housing Systems, Inc. to shine a light on exactly what's going on in the dark corners of your utility room.
So it's a completely serious question. Is your seemingly quiet, super reliable appliance actually on life support right now? I mean, most of us don't even give our water heater a second thought until we step into a freezing cold shower or, wake up to the absolute nightmare of a completely flooded basement. We just kind of assume that as long as it's sitting there quietly, it's perfectly healthy. But as you'll see today, that silence, it can be incredibly deceiving. Okay, let's dive into this. According to Smart Housing Systems, Inc., your water heater usually gives a little warning before it fails. And yeah, that sounds pretty terrifying, doesn't it? The window is definitely small. But here's the good news. Vital, undeniable symptoms do actually show up weeks or sometimes even months in advance. You just have to know what to look for. And that is exactly what we're going to figure out today. Section 1. The silent basement threat and temperature issues. Sign number 1. Think of this first phase sort of like catching a common cold before it turns into full-blown pneumonia. The absolute earliest symptom. Your hot water runs out way faster than usual, and suddenly your morning routine gets a whole lot chillier. You might start noticing that your showers are getting significantly shorter, or maybe you pull your dishes out of the dishwasher and they're just not rinsed very well. It literally feels like the tank is emptying prematurely. We all completely dread that sudden shock of a cold shower. But listen, this isn't just bad luck. The actual physical heating capacity of your unit is actively declining here. And this brilliantly illustrates the hidden disease causing all of this: sediment buildup. Basically, over time, naturally occurring debris just collects at the bottom of your tank, and it starts acting like this thick, insulating blanket. It blocks the heat transfer from the heating element to the water, which forces the whole unit to work overtime, struggling just to reach a normal temperature. Sign number 2. As that sediment buildup gets worse, the problem definitely escalates. Not only does the overall capacity drop, but the heater actually begins to completely lose its ability to regulate itself. So, while a healthy heater is going to give you that consistent, reliable warmth we all love, a failing one, it fluctuates wildly. If your shower is randomly blasting you with freezing water one second and then scalding heat the next, well, you know exactly how frustrating that is. The system is basically waving a massive red flag at you. What's happening internally is the system has fundamentally lost its regulatory control. These wild temperature swings usually point to one of 3 core failures. You're dealing with a broken thermostat, a dying heating element, or deep internal tank corrosion. Section 2. Strange tank noises. The patient is grumbling. Side number 3. If your water heater was a living organism, this is the exact point where it has a severely upset stomach. We're officially moving past the mild annoyance of a lukewarm shower and stepping right into the realm of truly alarming sensory warnings. These auditory warning signs are honestly hard to miss once you actually start listening for them. We're talking banging, popping, rumbling. I mean, just imagine standing in the quiet of your house and hearing these scary noises echoing up from the basement. It definitely ramps up the stakes, doesn't it? Because it really sounds like something is physically breaking apart inside the tank. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how those spooky noises connect right back to our earlier villain. As the water heats up, all that trapped sediment we talked about expands and shifts around. So when those hardened chunks of debris scrape and move against the metal, it produces that awful popping and rumbling sound. You are literally hearing your efficiency drop right in front of your ears. Section 3. Visual warning signs. Visible wounds and leaks. Sign number 4. Okay, so we've felt the symptoms and we've heard the symptoms. Now we're looking for visual wounds. And let me tell you, these act as an immediate red flag for absolutely any homeowner or renter out there. If you see this next sign, you need to pay attention right away. We are talking about rust-colored, brownish water coming out of your taps, or seeing this visible, crusty corrosion right around the fittings and seams of the tank itself. Fun fact for you, water heaters actually have what's called a sacrificial anode rod. It's literally designed to attract rust to itself just to save the main tank. But when you start seeing discolored water, that means that rod has completely failed. The tank's structural integrity is actively degrading at that point. And trust me, a major leak is not far behind.
And that brings us to sign number 5. This is our final, most critical indicator. This is the ultimate sign that disaster is absolutely imminent. We're talking about leaks and moisture in these very specific danger zones, right beneath the tank, at the pressure relief valve, or along the supply lines. Please, whatever you do, never ignore even a tiny pool of water in these areas. Seriously, small leaks expand incredibly quickly. They're going to ruin your flooring, they'll destroy your drywall, and they drastically raise the risk of a total catastrophic failure that can cause severe, expensive property damage.
Section 4. Taking preventative action. The cure.
Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual immediate action plan. Step 1. You want to check for those obvious leaks we just talked about and ensure proper venting, especially if you've got a gas model. Step 2. If you're dealing with internal performance issues like those creepy noises or sudden temperature drops, go ahead and schedule an inspection with a qualified technician. Step 3. Have that tech help you assess whether a quick repair, like maybe just flushing the tank, is feasible, or if a full replacement is really the safer, smarter move here. So the crucial point is this: when multiple warning signs start appearing together, like say you have shorter showers combined with those weird popping noises, the likelihood of a total breakdown just skyrockets. Acting early protects your home from serious water damage, but maybe more importantly, it puts the replacement timeline entirely in your control. It completely saves you from that panicked midnight plumbing emergency that nobody wants. So, the big question, will you take just 10 short minutes today to go check your utility room, or are you going to wait for a flood? The health of your home's hidden systems is completely in your hands, especially now that you know the exact signs to look for. Kind of makes you wonder what else might be secretly wearing down in your basement right now, doesn't it? Well, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, stay proactive, and I'll see you next time.